Hey friends, I'm Nora from Atlanta. Please like and subscribe to Fareev for amazing stories. I was born just a minute after my twin sister, Suki. She was my twin, but we were nothing alike. We didn't even look like we were sisters at all. Suki, with her long golden locks and blue eyes, seemed like a Barbie doll. As for me, I might have looked like a Cabbage Patch doll. There's a saying that families are like fudge, mostly sweet, but Suki is absolutely crazy. All she ever wanted to do was have fun, and she was born with a really short fuse. Like one time, Mom and Dad took us to a restaurant, and Suki thought it would be fun to squeeze the ketchup bottle at people. Thank God I was safe, but not for long.
Hey Nora, would you like some ketchup?
Saying that, Suki squeezed the bottle so hard, instead of being angry, my parents were laughing.
Suki, you sure know how to have fun?
Yes, you are so naughty, but Mama loves you.
I wasn't surprised when the waiter tried to stop her. She went ballistic, and eventually we were kicked out of the place and banned from ever coming back. Even when we would have exams, Suki would never take study seriously, but still somehow managed to pass. But that wasn't for long. When we reached 10th grade, she failed and had to repeat the class. I wasn't happy that she flunked, but I wasn't sad either. I got to enter 11th grade without Suki, and it was awesome. I was finally my own person and no longer the sister of the most gorgeous and hot-tempered girl at school. I focused really hard on studies and aced every exam, and soon was top of my class. I had my life goal set. I needed to be the best and get that one scholarship to my fave university that was offered to her school. While my parents were happy that I was excelling in my studies, they were even prouder that Suki joined the cheerleading squad. Mom went so insane that she threw a full-fledged party for Suki, wearing her cheerleading uniform from ages ago.
Oh my love, you keep making us proud following your mom's footsteps.
Seeing how everyone was just hovering all around Suki, something inside me flipped. Like seriously celebrating. She joined the cheerleading squad. In case you guys haven't noticed, I aced my 9th standard exams. Okay, fine. I might have overreacted, but I did have a point. Mom and Dad just rolled their eyes and went on to enjoy the party. Well, I felt like I'd get a headache, so I went outside in the garden to catch some air. Feeling frustrated, I kicked the dirt, and that's when I saw a guy.
You idiot. You stupid, stupid idiot.
Huh? What the heck? Hey, watch your mouth. You're standing in my garden calling me an idiot and stupid. How dare? The guy raised his hand, and when he removed his phone from his ear, I felt my cheeks turn red. He wasn't talking to me.
Beautiful, gorgeous. That's what I call you, not idiot and stupid. It was just my friend on the phone.
Who was he? He did look familiar, and then it hit me. It was Dad's friend's son, Ian. Our family used to be super close, but Ian and his family moved to England like 8 years ago. It's you, Ian, the guy who always stole my ice creams.
Yep, it is I. The guy who heard you tell your mom on a beach picnic how bad you needed to scratch your butt because of the sand.
Oh gosh, why did he have to remember that? Once summer vacation ended, I found Ian in my class perfect. As if having Suki in high school wasn't enough, Ian was the most annoying guy ever. First, because he knew so much about my childhood and would keep telling classmates how I used to be a cranky, weird kid. And second, because he was so competitive. He wanted to be number one at everything. He played in the school's soccer team and was also excellent in studies. But I was a tough cookie. I was always one step ahead of Ian, and I wasn't going to let him get my scholarship at all. One day, I was in the library preparing for this really tough advanced math quiz. Just as I was trying to figure out a very difficult equation, someone snatched my notebook. It was Ian.
You're welcome. I was standing behind you, and I just couldn't bear it anymore. If you had paid attention to the prime number theorem, you wouldn't have to find a workaround for this question.
I would have figured it out, but yeah, this way it does seem easy. Well, I guess thanks are in order.
I already said you're welcome.
Saying that, Ian sat next to me, and we both started practicing together. After that day, Ian sort of grew on me, and I started to like him. Soon, we became really good friends. We always studied together and made our assignments together. We both wanted the same scholarship and hoped the best one would get it. One fine day, as we were sitting in the cafeteria, Suki came out of nowhere and tried to be a little too sweet with Ian. Thank God he ignored her. But once we were at home, Suki had a full-blown meltdown about it.
Are you just hanging out with him to make me jealous? Like, he is so cool, how can he even talk to you? How dare he ignore me?
I don't know. Maybe because he knows I know what the cube of 2 is, while I guess you don't. Plus, haven't you noticed he isn't into you?
Ugh, nerd? Fine. He is cute, but not that cute.
Saying that, she left in anger. If Ian had chosen me, she had to accept it. But had he chosen me, he was always so charming around me. I would often catch him looking at me, and he'd give me just the cutest smile ever. We'd always sit together and study together in the library. He even walked me home every day, after school too. Every time he'd touch my hand, I felt as if my heart flipped, but we were just friends, nothing more. One day, Ian and I had to meet in the library to discuss an assignment, but he didn't show up. When I went looking for him, I saw him with Suki in the empty hallway. He was holding her hand, and they were super close. I felt gutted, and I ran home and locked myself in my bedroom. Mom and Dad tried to talk to me, but I didn't let anyone in. Later that night, I felt hungry and went to get dinner. That's when I heard Suki talking to one of her friends. I almost ignored it, but the moment she said Ian's name, I lost it and barged into her room. "I know what you're doing. Which stay away from Ian. Got it? Is that him on the phone? How could you? Suki?"
What the heck? Get out of my room. Nora, stop being a nosy jerk.
Saying that Suki pushed me out of her room. And the entire night I felt so angry. It was my fault. I had been too scared to tell Ian how I felt. I needed to fix this. So the next day, the moment I saw Ian, I dragged him into the library and confronted him about Suki.
What are you even talking about? Nora, I don't know. She was fine in 1 minute and then she fell and I just gave her a hand to help her up, that's all.
Oh, okay. I might have overreacted. No biggie.
Really? And here I was, happy that you might have felt at least a bit jealous, because I feel like that when you talk to another guy.
Oh, you do? And why is that?
Because maybe I'm falling for you?
Me too. Saying that, Ian leaned in and kissed me. The following week, it seemed as if Ian and I were inseparable. I felt like I was on cloud 9. But Suki, gosh, every time she'd see Ian and me together, her face would turn red as a tomato, as if I cared. One night, I was in my room ready to sleep when Suki knocked on the door.
Hey, I was wondering, can we talk?
About whatever it is, make it fast.
Nora, I know I'm the perfect sister, and I guess I steal the spotlight from you a lot of times, but still, I am your sister. And I want to tell you that Ian, well, he isn't exactly the guy you think he is. He's sort of hit on me, and he's using you, Nora. He is.
Oh God, this was a new low for Suki. I knew me being with Ian made her feel jealous, but this was way too much. Without even thinking, I grabbed her arm and shoved her out of the room. Suki, you are not the sun. The world doesn't revolve around you. For once, it's about me. Stay back. I was fuming with anger. The next day, I woke up a little late for school, and when I reached there, I realized something was off. All eyes were on me. A girl told me to go to the gym room, and when I got there, I saw Suki yelling at Ian, and he had a bruise on his eye.
Nora, thank God you're here. Your sister, she is crazy. She asked me to dig. I hate her instead of you, and when I said no, she punched me. She actually came at me. Everyone saw it. It was inches away, and she attacked me.
I would have also kicked you. Nora, this jerk. You know what?
Before Suki could say anything more, I gave her a tight slap. I was so sick of her. What is wrong with you? Why can't you be happy for me? I hate you, Suki. Don't ever talk to me again. Before things could escalate, the teachers took Suki to the principal's office, and she got a much deserved for the stunt she pulled. And finally, for once at home, Mom and Dad grounded her. Though Suki tried to talk to me many times, I totally shut her out. When she returned to school, she was dropped from the cheerleading squad and was always so quiet. The whole stress of Suki and Ian had me so distracted that I wasn't even doing well in studies. I knew I didn't do well in the exams, and I was certain that I'd have to kiss that scholarship goodbye. But when the results for the 12th grade came in, I was stunned to see I had failed. This can't be happening. But how? There must have been some mistake. I went straight to the school. I was going to get my assignments and exam answer sheets tested, but when the teacher informed me that I had not submitted a couple of very important assignments, I felt the earth beneath me shatter, and to my shock, Ian was there with a grin on his face.
Oh my God, the look on your face, it's epic. Totally epic. Wait, let me take a picture and show you how fun it was. Nora, you were so easy to fool. I guess all girls are so easy to fool. Give them a bit of attention and they'll lose focus. And you know what? Your sister was onto me. She saw me throw your sorry excuse of an assignment in the bin instead of submitting it, but I played it so well that you didn't believe her.
I felt my ears burn. I was so going to get this butthead, but before I could lunge at him, someone jumped at Ian. It was Suki.
You jerk. My sister deserved that scholarship. You won't go far in life by stepping on others. Karma will bite you in the butt, Ian. I'm going to tell the world what you did.
Good luck proving that.
I had to stop Suki. She had already gotten one suspension because of Ian. Another meant expulsion. Suki, believe it. He's not worth it. It's just a blood-sucking worm. When Ian left, Suki hugged me, and I hugged her back. I was sad for weeks. I felt so depressed and just wanted to stay in my room all the time. The pang of betrayal was falling hard on me, seeing how homebound I was. Mom and Dad took us to a restaurant, the same one we had been banned from. Just as I was going to take a bite from my burger, Suki squeezed the ketchup bottle, and a load of ketchup landed on my face. Suki, you idiot! Wait, I'll get you!
As if you can come on, let's see your aim.
Saying that, I did the same, and in no time our family was acting like the crazy we were. In the end, Dad had to pay for minor damages our family's catch-up fight caused. And guess what? We were banned again, but I didn't care. I felt alive after such a long time, and I knew Suki totally did that on purpose. When the schools opened again, I felt ashamed to go back, but Suki was by my side.
Hey, it's no big deal. I studied 11th grade twice. No worries. Try until you succeed.
She was so right about it. At the start, kids would tease me for repeating the same class, but in a few weeks they forgot about it. Well, I guess my winning streak was broken, because it took me 4 attempts in 12th grade to clear it. But when I did, I got into my favorite university. After graduation, Suki and I opened a restaurant together, and guess what? It had a separate section for kids to go wild. One time, as we were closing up, we saw a homeless man and gave him some food. Just as he looked up at me, I was shocked to see it was none other than Ian. Ian, what happened then? Ian told me how he got into college and how a girl broke his heart, making him go into a depression and lose focus and failed miserably. Even his parents disowned him in the end. I knew it was karma, just like Suki had said many years ago. I gave Ian a few dollars as we both walked towards home. Remember to always be kind. Before the story ends, I want to tell you that mealtime is a time to enjoy food, and we shouldn't disturb others during it. And throwing away someone else's test is not a good thing. We must respect their efforts.
Hello, my name is Jordan, and I'm from New Jersey. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Growing up, I was a quiet girl and always found it hard to make friends. Like this one time when I was in kindergarten, I was just sitting by myself playing with doll, and out of nowhere, this one girl by the name of Layla came over.
Why do you always sit by yourself?
Because I like to.
Well, you're weird. And that's my doll.
No, it's not. The teacher said I could have it.
Oh, yeah.
Saying that Layla just punched down on the doll. When the teacher saw us, she scolded Layla and complained to her mother too. And ever since, Layla had been nothing but mean to me. When I turned 7, my mom met my stepdad, and he had a daughter who was 3 years older than me, Esther. They moved in with us, and at first I thought Esther and I would never get along because she was so messy, and that I was a bit of a clean freak. But then she turned out to be really cool. Like this one time when I was in the 4th grade, and Layla pushed me as I was walking. But thank God, Esther caught me right in time.
I am so gonna get that witch.
Leave her, she's a brat. Moments later, I heard shouts and saw that Esther had tripped Layla and her minions with a rope. Oh my gosh! Esther, where did you get this rope from?
From the gym room. I planned on taking it home. It'll make a great skipping rope.
I forgot to mention brave. Esther could do it all. She loved having fun all the time, and she helped me face my social fears. Esther, you're the best. I so want to be like you. You're not afraid of anything.
You should see her when I mention vacations.
Vacation? Why?
I am afraid of airplanes. I don't know why, but everything about them scares me.
Ha ha ha. That's nothing, Esther. When I was in the 7th grade, and Mom took us to a park gathering our school held, all the kids got together playing fun games, but I was too shy. And then Esther pulled me from my comfort zone next to Mom.
Come on, Jordan. You're missing out on all the fun.
But what if they don't like me?
You're wasting your time. She's been a sad, lonely girl all her life. Layla, nobody asked you.
I decided to be brave. And boy, how much fun that was. We played on the water slide, climbing the longest rope and playing volleyball. It was the best time of my life. And then the parents called for a talent contest. Mom put my name in and I had no idea what to do. She said it was good practice to overcome my social anxiety, and to make matters worse, I was the first to go on stage.
Go! You can totally do it!
I was feeling so nervous because I didn't have any talent besides maybe humming a little. So I closed my eyes and just sang, blocking everyone out. When I was done, I opened my eyes. I was shocked to see people staring at me with pin-drop silence. OMG! Was I that bad? But when all the kids and their parents stood up and clapped for me, I couldn't believe it. It was the first time I actually felt confident.
Oh my gosh, baby girl. I didn't know you could sing like that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Esther! Well, she stood there stunned, as if she had seen a ghost. I was hoping she'd congratulate me, but she didn't. When it was Esther's turn, the moment she started singing, everybody covered their ears, but Esther kept singing without a worry in the world. She only stopped when the audience started to boo her.
I feel like my ears will bleed. Someone get her off the stage.
This is pure torture.
Esther looked totally heartbroken and ran off. Don't worry about them. I think he sang pretty well.
Yeah, right. Easy for you to say. Just leave me alone.
Right then, Layla put her arm around Esther and she actually let her.
Looks like your stepsister has stolen your spotlight.
Esther didn't say anything and pushed past me. After that day, Esther and I kept growing further apart. She stopped talking to me, and whenever Mom and Dad would praise me for anything, Esther would roll her eyes and leave the room.
Don't worry, sweetheart, she'll come around.
I so wished she did. But things only got worse, especially when Esther started hanging out with none other than Layla. One night I just had enough and wanted to talk to my sister, so I went to Esther's room and found the door ajar and saw that she was making a face call with Layla.
How do you live with Jordan? She is such a Miss Perfect. She totally outshined you on purpose. She could have refused to participate, but she wanted to show how perfect she was, and you were not.
You really think so? You're probably right. She could have backed off, but she didn't. I can't believe she would do that to me.
Oh, let's get back at her.
No, I'm not sure about this.
Shh, listen. I know just the thing. My mom threw some rotten eggs outside in the trash. I'm sure that'll make a nice hair pudding for Jordan. Then she'll go back to being the mouse she is.
I hid before she could see me, and I just felt my heart break into a million pieces that Esther would listen to some witch and plot against me. The next day, I went to school early. When Esther got to school, she was fuming because she couldn't find me, and during recess, I stayed in the library. But then they found me and interrupted my Avatar World moment.
Ah, here you are. I thought you bunked school today.
Nope. Can I help you with anything?
Yeah, but I need you to come with me.
So you can throw eggs at me. Nah, I'm good.
See, she thinks she's such a know-it-all. No wonder she has your dad wrapped around her finger.
Stop filling her head with nonsense, Layla. Our parents love us both the same way.
Ugh, I doubt that.
Saying that, Esther stormed off and Layla followed her. After that day, Esther only got meaner towards me. One time when we were in the 8th grade, Mom took us to a concert of our favorite singer, Ariana Grande. Esther and I, we both were crazy about her. And when we were there, the singer called me up on stage since I knew all her moves so well. While dancing with her, Esther popped up on stage like a crazy person and took the mic from her and started singing off tune. Things got kind of messy. I saw the guards coming her way. She was being silly, so I tried to take the mic. Suddenly, I lost my balance and ended up falling off the stage and blacked out. I don't know how long I was out, but I woke up in the hospital and I couldn't move my legs. Mom? Something is wrong with my legs. Mom called the doctor and he used a silver metal thing to touch my legs. I couldn't feel anything. And then the doctor told my mom that I couldn't walk until I regained muscle control. And until then, I needed to use a wheelchair. What? Me on a wheelchair? No, that can't be true. Mom, please tell him to do something. I was devastated. And then Esther walked in with her dad and I lost my mind. What is she doing here? It's because of her I can't walk.
I am so sorry this happened to you, Jordan. Again, I am so sorry.
Well, your sorry is not going to make anything better, Esther cried in her dad's arms, and everything was just a big mess. The next 2 days while at home, everyone was quiet, and then Mom and Dad went grocery shopping, leaving me and Esther alone.
I'm making myself a sandwich. Can I make you one too?
I can do it myself. When I tried to reach for the peanut butter, I struggled. So I lifted myself off the chair a little but ended up falling off the wheelchair.
Jordan!
Esther ran to help me, but I pushed her away. I was so angry because if it wasn't for her stupid jealousy, everything would have been fine. Get away from me!
Jordan! I only want to help. Sometimes jealousy can make one so blind. I was not a good singer, and I should have just focused on something else.
Oh, shut up for God's sake. Save your regret. In my eyes, you're just a witch. She looked at me with tears in her eyes, but my heart was too angry to forgive her. Thank God Mom and Dad came and picked me up. Later that night, Mom and my stepdad spoke to me.
Jordan, we know that you blame Esther for this. She blames herself too. But can you find it in your heart to forgive her?
Really? We are having this conversation. Tell me, Mom, if someone pushed you and you broke your legs, would you forgive that person?
I'm sorry you feel this way, Jordan, but if you want, Esther and I can move out.
No, I couldn't let that happen. My mom loved my stepdad dearly. I couldn't take that away from her, so I decided to come to terms with the fact that Esther was part of the deal, no matter if I liked it or not. I can't promise I'll forgive her, but I'll try. Just give me time. When I went back to school, I was a bit worried about how kids would act around me, but to my surprise, everyone was normal. I wheeled myself over to the drama production board and saw that they were auditioning for a big talent reality show that was happening in LA, so wished I could try it out. But right then, Esther came beside me.
So you're auditioning?
Yeah, it would have been my chance too. But
Jordan, you can audition. You can totally go there and show the world how good you sing.
oh, so now you're going to mock me. Bravo.
I am not mocking you. There are no rules that stayed. A person on a wheelchair can't audition.
She was right about the rule thing. Because when I applied and sent the organizers a video audition, they straight away wanted me to come to LA and show them what I got. OMG, I was so excited. A trip to LA, it was going to be magnificent. Mom and my stepdad were so excited. But when they told me they couldn't afford the trip, I felt really sad. But the next day, Dad announced that I could actually go for the audition. I was all ready to go. But one day before my flight, my stepdad had to travel out of the city for business. And that night, my mom felt sick.
Honey, I can't go with you. I am so sorry.
Mom, don't worry about it. It's like fine. Just then, Esther stepped in.
I can take you. Don't worry, Mom. I'll take care of Jordan, I promise.
It was just a 5-hour, 20-minute flight to LA, and I planned to sleep all the way. But right when it started to take off, I noticed how pale Esther looked. Are you all right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? I'm fine.
And then it hit me. Esther hates airplanes. She was scared of flying. I held her hand tight and told her to calm down. Throughout the flight, Esther was more concerned for me than herself. The entire flight, she held my hand, even when she was asleep. At that moment, I felt grateful, but I just couldn't forget what she did to me. Once we landed, Esther took me to the audition. And to my utter shock, Layla was there too. Oh God, why her?
Yeah, Layla, how come you're here? I don't think you have any talent.
I can ask the same question. Why are you two here? How could you even afford the trip? Sold Dad's car or something. Excuse me, it's my turn. Move aside.
Afford the trip? What was she talking about, Esther?
Just nothing. Are you ready for the performance?
Who paid for this trip? Our parents can't afford it.
I sold the diamond ring my birth mom gave to me when I was little. It's just a ring. You matter more to me, more than anything.
I couldn't believe she did that for me. I smiled at her and she smiled back.
Go get him, Tiger!
When I went on stage, I absolutely nailed it. The judges clapped for me, and I could see Esther with tears in her eyes giving me a thumbs up. When I reached backstage, Esther came running and hugged me tight. But suddenly, Layla appeared with tears in her eyes. Apparently, the judges hated her magic tricks, and she was disqualified right away.
You can't have everything in life!
She then tried to push my wheelchair, but Esther lunged at Layla and the two broke out into a catfight, while all the other contestants looked at them like they were freaks. I had to help Esther because Layla had her hair in her grip, so I tried to lift myself from the wheelchair but fell hard on the floor. I had to help my sister. I gathered all my strength, and when I finally stood on my feet, I was ecstatic. Esther! Esther, look! I was still wobbly, but I neared Layla, who was looking at my legs with wide eyes, and I punched her square in the jaw. Finally, security arrived and took her away.
I am so happy you're able to stand.
I guess I just needed motivation, and saving you from that witch was my motivation.
Jordan, I am so sorry for everything, for all the times I was a jerk to you.
All's forgiven, we're sisters, that's what we do. Fight and then make up. Hi, I'm Prisma from California. Please like and subscribe. My sister Juliet and I were born to freakishly rich parents who adored and spoiled us at our lakeside mansion. Even though Juliet and I were twins, people always seemed to compliment me more for my pretty blonde curls and blue eyes.
Look at this beautiful child. She's God's gift to humans.
Of course, both of our daughters are adorable.
Oh, that one's yours too. I never would have guessed.
See what I mean? This didn't change even after we grew up. Over time, Juliet started noticing it too and became extremely competitive, especially when it came to dancing.
Look at Prisma's move. She's so adorable.
She'll make us proud one day.
What? She's dancing like a frog who's holding in a fart. How can you guys be so blind?
I admit Juliet was better than me, but I wasn't so bad. And everyone, including my parents, seemed to agree. But every time they praised me, Julia's butt would light on fire. Not that I cared. I loved the attention. Over the next few years, Juliet and I grew further apart, and by the time we were 16, we were pretty much strangers living under the same roof. She got into dancing, and I fell in love with writing. Things were fine, till one day, Dad lost all his money in stocks, and we had to sell our estate and move to a tiny apartment. Worst of all, I had to share a room with Juliet. Seriously, Mom, I need my privacy. You know that.
It's just for one night. We'll buy you a mattress in the morning, and Juliet can sleep in the lounge.
No way. I need my own room too. If she gets one, so do I.
Please don't be so melodramatic.
Before Juliet could argue more, Mom left. Juliet tossed and turned angrily, but finally fell asleep, and I did too. But a few hours later, I woke up to her screaming,
Ew, I can't believe you still do that.
I felt horrible as I realized the bed was all wet. I had a condition where stress could sometimes make me lose control over my bladder while sleeping. That was my secret. And now, Juliet knew. Shut up, Juliet. It's not a big deal.
Who would have thought Ms. Perfect needed diapers? It's a huge deal. And now you'll do what I say if you don't want anyone at our new school to find out.
You're an awful person.
You don't say. I worked so hard to be this awful, so thank you. For the first time in years, I get to dominate you.
I gave up the room, and Juliet promised to tell no one, but it was so hard to trust her. On our first day of our new school, Juliet and I could feel all eyes on us as we entered, and I heard a few kids whispering about our branded clothes and bags. That's all we had from our life before.
Look at them. They all look. This place is yuck.
Don't say that. It's the best Mom and Dad could do.
You don't have to kiss their butt now they're not around to hear you and pat your back. Anyway, I'm off. Good luck getting through a year in this dump.
Such a brat. Thank God we were in different homerooms. But it was kinda true. The school wasn't half as fancy as my private one back in Malibu. Kids were louder and meaner, and even the teachers didn't seem to care. That day, as I walked back home, I missed my old life and prayed something could magically put everything back in place. I guess God was in a happy mood, 'cause the next day, Juliet gave us the best news we'd heard all week.
I auditioned for the role of dancer in Superstar Karen's next movie. OMG, this Karen doesn't age. I should get her doctor's number. I know I'm, super pretty, but I can be prettier, so why not? Anyway, I got a call back for the second round. How amazing is that?
That's so cool. You totally deserve it.
Stop pretending. I know you're probably just burning inside. Get ready to beg for my autograph.
Geez, relax. Don't be so overconfident, okay?
No one is as good as me. There. This rolls in my pocket. Anyway, I have to practice, so I'll see you guys around.
I was genuinely happy for her, but I just wished something could turn up for me too, especially after I saw how Mom fussed over Juliet. It made me even more jealous than I'd like to admit. Juliet's audition was in a week, and Mom decided it would be a good idea to tag along and cheer her on, despite her protests. The set was huge, and I felt like I'd entered a TV or something. Just then, Karen walked in, looking like a vision, and everyone fell silent. She looked even better than her movies. This woman was a goddess.
Okay, let's get this movie started. Wait a minute, who are you?
I was so lost in admiring her that I didn't realize I was standing in the middle of the scene. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just...
No, go back. Could you dance for me?
Oh, I'm not really here for that.
Just give it a try, please.
She signaled for the music to start, and I did what she said. To my surprise, I enjoyed the attention on me, and the camera didn't make me feel nervous. After I was done, Karen took me to her office.
Okay, so I'm gonna offer you a deal. $1 million, and you sign the movie now.
But I've been so out of touch with dance, and my sister's way better. You should give her a chance.
I don't know who your sister is, but no one here is as pretty as you. And I could always train you. Think about it. It's either you or some other girl, but not your sister.
Karen handed me her card and left. And when I turned around, I saw Juliet fuming at me. And when we reached home, she went bonkers on me.
How dare you? This was my chance to shine, and you snatched it away. I hate you.
Listen, I know how this looks, but I didn't think this would happen. And she told me she wasn't offering the role to you anyway. So it's a good thing I got it. We could use the money.
You'll make up anything to justify how selfish you are. If I don't get this role, you can't have it either. And if you take it, I'll make sure you regret it.
Don't threaten me like that. If you were good enough, she wouldn't have chosen me. Okay? Think about that. I knew how Juliet felt, but it was a 1 in a million opportunity. The money would benefit all of us, and it wasn't like she was getting the role. So why couldn't I have it? The next morning, I went to Karen and signed the deal. When Juliet found out, She lost her mind and screamed for hours, but I knew I'd done the right thing for my family, so I ignored her. A week later, we started shooting, and working with Karen was a dream. She was the sweetest. But for some reason, no one else on set agreed with me. One evening, after a late shoot, we talked, and I told her my whole story.
Oh, darling, I know how you feel. I come from a poor family too, and I made my way up.
Really? That's so inspiring. I felt so special because she confided in me. But the next day when I met her, she totally blew me off. And soon, she started showing her true colors. She treated me like her servant, and I was stuck getting her coffee and salads, and she kept criticizing me in front of the whole crew during shootings. I decided to talk to her, but soon we started with promotion interviews, and there was never a good time. During one interview, the host asked me a bunch of questions, but Karen kept butting in.
So what do you love most in the world?
Well, I love
dancing and me, of course. She's my biggest fan.
Yes, but I was saying that my parents
are so proud of her. I took this poor girl under my wing, and now I'll make her a big star. Isn't she lucky?
Karen didn't let me say anything, and the next day, everybody was talking about her big heart. No one was talking about my talent. Great. Now people think I'm some charity case.
Don't overthink it. Of course you're talented, but everyone likes a good sob story. Just go with the flow.
I tried, but it kept getting worse. Everyone wanted to know more about how I became famous, and even started bothering my parents to get their answers.
Are you really poor, or is this just a publicity stunt?
How does it feel to live off your daughter's money?
Well, it's my money to begin with, so I feel betrayed.
What the heck are you doing?
Telling the truth, helping the media. I'm being a responsible citizen.
I dragged Juliet away before she said something to make the situation worse. And a few weeks later, we moved to another place. Lately, the stress had been so much that I was wetting the bed more frequently. I really hadn't expected things to be so hard. A few days later, I was going through the script when I heard noises coming from Karen's office and peeped in to see the writer of the movie crying.
You can't do this. You promised me a better amount for my story. That's why I gave the script to you.
Oh, cry me a river for changing my mind. This is my last offer. Or, I can break your career faster than I break hearts.
But it's not enough. You know how much this story means to me. And I'm knee-deep in debt.
Not my problem. You want the money or not?
The girl left crying, and I entered the room to have a word with Karen.
Stay out of it.
But it's not fair. You can't just take away her hard work and not even pay her well for it. It's just wrong.
Really? Have you forgotten what you did to your own sister? She was the better dancer, and you didn't even flinch before taking her place.
That was different. It was me or her.
And you chose you. You and I are more alike than you think. And time you go snooping around in my business, know this. I will fire you.
You can't do that. I'm the face of your movie, and people would crush you for firing the poor girl.
Darling, everyone is replaceable. Ask your sister.
Karen's words hit me like a hot slap. And for the first time, I thought how unfair I'd been to Juliet. I had to make it right, and I started with dropping an anonymous tip to the media about how Karen exploited her staff. The news blew up like a volcano, and Karen faced bad backlash. She knew I'd leaked the news, and I was fired on the spot. But I couldn't care less. All I wanted was to make things right. But Juliet was still ignoring me, and I couldn't blame her. How one morning I walked into her room to talk, but she wasn't around. And seconds later, I heard Mom scream. What? What happened? Mom pointed to the TV, and Karen was standing with Juliet and calling her my replacement. What? I was still reeling with shock when Juliet walked in. Juliet, I know I'm probably the last person you trust, but working with Karen will destroy you. She's just using you to teach me a lesson.
Fine by me. You do need a few lessons. Like, you're not the only dancer in the world, and I'm far more talented. Heck, if people knew your little secret, you wouldn't have even made it this far. Now stop being annoying or I might tell it to the press.
The industry runs on gossip. Sure, people will talk about me for a few days, and then what? They'll forget about it. But working with Karen will make you miserable. Don't do this.
I'll do anything I want. Now get out of my way. I have a plane to catch.
Despite my parents' pleas, Juliet left, and we didn't hear from her for weeks. Slowly, I got back to my studies and managed to pass my high school. But we were running out of money, and I needed something to keep afloat. So I decided to apply for small roles in movies. A few days later, one of the old writers on Karen's set called me and said she'd recommended me for a role in the movie based on her script. It did well, and I started getting more offers. Slowly, the money started rolling in, and we moved to a better place. I even saved up enough to put me through a writing school, and things were fine, except Juliet was still in the back of my mind. And then one day, while I was leaving for work, Mom came running in.
It's Juliet. She's in jail.
What? Mom told me that Juliet was involved in some embezzlement scandal with Karen, and they'd been arrested. We went to the police station with a lawyer to bail Juliet out. My parents seemed to forgive her instantly, but I was still mad at her.
Prisma, there's a lot I need to say, but I don't know where to start.
How about sorry or thank you?
I am really sorry. I was blinded by all the glamour and a chance to be better than you for once. Karen treated me just like you said, and she'll get powerful lawyers and get herself out of this mess. But I'm stuck in it now. You don't have to believe me, but I'm innocent.
I tried telling you she's a witch, and I think I do believe you.
Do you think you can forgive me? I will never even mention the word diaper in front of you.
Shut up! I'm better now, and it might take some time to fix things between us, but let's get this mess sorted first. And I'm happy to have you home.